And we are back. Welcome to my predictions for the Olympic women's football semi-final matches after a quarter-final round where realistically it was all about the goalkeepers and all about how much added time and extra time ended up being played. Just bear this in mind. There were only 4 matches in the quarter-finals. Obviously, a quarter-finals is 4 matches. 90 minutes of football is a normal football match. Over 500 minutes were played across 4 matches, plus 2 penalty shootouts. That is absolute insanity to think that there were over 500 minutes of football played across 4 matches. That is how much extra time is being added on. Or should I say stoppage time is being added on at the end of these matches. Then they're going to extra time as well. It is far, far too many minutes. Then you have the stress of penalty shootouts as well. These poor women are going to be absolutely knackered going into these semi-finals, but it's the way the organisers have chosen to do it. If it was up to me, if we're going to be playing beyond 10 minutes of stoppage time at the end of every match, then extra time just needs to be scrapped and these matches need to go straight to penalties. But it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comment section below. And if you want to check out my prediction for the men's semi-finals, you can do so by clicking the link at the top of your screen right now. And whilst you're up there, you'll also see a link to my community page where you can vote for who you think is going to be progressing to the finals of both the men's and the women's at this Olympic Games football. And without any further ado, let's get into it. It is the women's semi-finals taking place tomorrow, and they are right now. And it is deja vu all over again. It is America against Germany, as it was just 8 days ago last Sunday, and it is Brazil against Spain, who literally played each other last Wednesday. Like, there is only going to be a 6-day gap between Brazil playing Spain at these Olympics. At least it's a little bit longer for America and Germany. But we'll start off with America against Germany, where the two, shall we say, stars of the quarterfinals are firstly Trinity Rodman, trying to do something that her dad never achieved, which was to win the Olympic Games. He was never actually picked for an American basketball team, but Trinity Rodman has the chance to get herself an Olympic medal. And for Germany, it was all about the goalkeeper, Berger. I spoke about it at the top of the video. It was a day for the goalkeepers, but none more so than Berger for Germany. 4 or 5 brilliant saves in normal time. And then all the way through extra time into penalties, she makes 2 saves in the penalty shootout and then has the audacity to take one of the penalties herself and score the winning penalty. Absolutely incredible from Berger. But those are just individual moments in quarterfinals. And you've got to look at what happened last Sunday, where America beat Germany 4-1. And, you know, you have to ask the question, how much has really changed in just 8 days? Like, obviously it's 7 days now. It'll be 8 days when the match is played tomorrow. And I think Germany have shown some resilience. They've bounced back well from their heavy defeat to America. But if you look at how they performed in their final 2 matches, they weren't particularly great in their final group game. As I've already spoken about, Berger kept them in the game against Canada. Canada probably should have won that match. They were the better side over the course of the 120 minutes from the highlights that I saw. I did not watch the game. I've only seen the highlights. So, are we ready to say that Germany have done enough in those 2 matches to suddenly claw back that 4-1 gap against America? I'm not so sure. Don't get me wrong, America were not too great themselves in what I saw in the Japan highlights. They did have the vast majority of the chances, though, and probably should have had the game wrapped up in normal time if it wasn't for Trinity Rodman's brilliant finish into the top corner in the first period of extra time. It probably, I don't know, I still think America were pretty comfortable in the end. They probably just should have scored more goals. I still think America are going to get the win. I'm going to be a bit more respectful, though. I'm going to go for 2-1. I can still see Germany getting themselves a goal. They did miss a couple of chances against Canada, but I think America are just too strong. To be honest, I think most people are going to be predicting the same 2 sides to make it through to this final, and the first one they're going to go for is the United States. But who knows? This is the drama of this. Obviously, for America, they don't want this one to be going all the way through to penalties, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a win for America. I think it's probably going to be in 90 minutes, and that is the way I see it happening. And speaking of deja vus, we now move on to Brazil against Spain in the other semi-final. Now, like I said, these sides met literally on Wednesday. It is only going to be a 6-day time period from when these two last played. They've literally only played their 1 quarter-final match since they played each other. However, On that day, Spain beat Brazil 2-0 with their reserves, and that cannot be stressed enough. Spain rested the likes of Bonmati, Putellas, Paraguelo. They did not play. Their superstars did not play against Brazil, and they still won 2-0. Albeit, Marta got sent off, and that then obviously led to Spain having a lot more control of the game than they had before, which led to them winning. But again, they had their reserves out. Like, that's how good they are. They can change their whole team round and still beat a side as good as Brazil. Obviously, Marta's suspension is now up. She is now back into the side. And you have to give Brazil credit for how they got to this position. They beat the French. The French are a very, very good team. Albeit, I said they weren't having a very good tournament. But France were still in there as group winners. Brazil were there as a third place side. And they beat them. It was a brilliant goal. Well capitalised and well finished, and it's put them in this final, this semi-final, should I say. And again, a lot of credit has to go to their goalkeeper later, who not only saved the penalty, has made another penalty save earlier on in this tournament in normal time, and made crucial saves at crucial moments in the match to get them here. So they're definitely here on their own merit. And also, Spain probably should have lost to Colombia. Like, Colombia fans, if you're still here, let me know your thoughts on that mad moment where Ramirez was in on net, 1v1 with the Spanish goalkeeper to make it 3-0 and game over. She missed, and literally 1 minute later, Spain made it 2-1, and the game was back on. And then a 97th minute equaliser from Irene Paredes took it to extra time, and then in penalties, it was Colombia who fumbled with a really shocking miss. I can't remember who it was that missed, but it was a really shocking miss to sky it over the bar. And Spain, as you would expect, scored all of their penalties. So it is a little bit tough to call this one, but I just think Spain are too good. I really do. Like, I got a lot of flack for my prediction yesterday that the men are going to lose to Morocco, but I think Spain are going to win this one. I think it's going to be comfortable. If the reserves are beating Brazil 2-0, then the first team are going to beat Brazil by more, in my opinion. And I'm going to go for 3-0 to Spain, which will set up the Spain-America final, which I think most people are expecting. I think, like I say, both these sides beat both of their opposition literally last week. I still think those two are the stronger sides. I said going into this tournament that it would be Spain and probably one of America and Germany. I'd literally said that. Go back to my first group stage video when I said that USA and Germany were in the same group. I said the winner of that group will inevitably end up playing Spain in the final. And that's the way I see this one going. I think it's going to be America. I think it's going to be Spain. And again, I think it's probably going to be Spain that end up winning the whole thing. They are the world champions. They are the best side in the world. But we'll see. Definitely room for upsets in both matches, despite me going for a heavy victory for Spain. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Who will be making it to the final in the women's football? We will be back again with my bronze medal predictions. That's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to do both bronze medal matches together as one video, and then I'm going to do both gold medal matches together as one video. So thank you very much for watching as always. I'll see you there.